yo. Is it? Yeah, alright, cool. It's fine. Now let I pop this out. Pop out. Minimize that. Close this. That's it. Boom. Alright, so we have the chat. The chat. The chat. Alright, let's put some music out while we're here. Welcome to the another live stream where I'll be finishing off a logo for my friend Leche's Toy Box, who also has a channel on YouTube. And yeah, I'm gonna be using oops sorry. Clip Studio Paint Pro, and we're gonna be creating that logo in the background whenever this closes, you know? There. Boom. Let's put some Harris got headers. You know, so we can all have like some dope tunes while we draw, and we don't have to worry about any DMCA stuff, you know? You know? Keeping it clean. Alright, so yeah. Give me 1 second. Oh, hold up. There it is. You know? So yeah. For the uninitiated, my name is Vor. I'm an illustrator. I do mostly traditional art, but every now and then I dabble into digital art, whether it be illustration or pixel art. I do like pixel art quite a bit, so I've done a lot of that. I do run a stream every weekend on Twitch under the same name, Vorndor, and there we are creating a story called Gaia's Requiem, and we make pixel art to have a pseudo D&D battle every now and then, every weekend. But yeah, give me 1 second. I just set something up, and I'll be right. We'll get started with the drawing. Live on YouTube. Finishing up at Leche. Where's one Leche? Whatever. Leche's Toy Box. Toy Box logo. Come on over. YouTube.com/Vorundor. Come hang out. Alright. You know, sometimes you have to do the needed but not always pleasant self-promotion, you know? And yeah, so now that that's done, we can begin. So I do pretty cartoony kind of stuff for the most part, which is why I'm doing in this style. Let me get a sip of my coffee. Or all of it, you know? That works too. All of it or sip is fine. Alright, so yeah, I started this one because, I mean, Leche likes Batman, I like Batman, so we have that in common. We're Batman aficionados, if you will. Him more than me, to be honest, because I mean, he's more involved with it than I am. And I'm using Clip Studio Paint Pro, and I'm fairly new to this software, to be honest. So I'm learning as I go, but I figured if I don't use it, then how am I gonna learn, you know? So I try to do everything in one layer. You don't have to. Like the drawing, all of this drawing is in the same layer, see? And then the rest, like the structure of the logo is on its own. You don't have to do it in its own layer, one layer. That's a self-imposed challenge, I guess, to get good at painting in one layer, because that's how I do it when I do traditional artwork, you know? It's just the paper, so there's no way for me to get any undos or any layers for me to like move around afterwards. So in the spirit of keeping stuff pretty consistent using my environment, I've decided to just kind of do it like this, you know, like one layer solution. If I do end up needing um, more layers, I'll add them. I'm not opposed. They're not like hard rules, you know. I'm not opposed to having just the one layer, but I don't know. I like setting some limitation. I like setting like um, different what you call it, limitations. You know, kind of like limitations breed creativity. So why not? It makes it fun, and that way I can learn how to use this program in more, I guess, I don't know, in a cool way, I guess. Whoa, that's a big eraser. That ear was too big, you know. I've done some digital art in the past, but very, very seldomly, and not, whoa, not that good. Well, not that often. I mean, it's good. What up, Leche? Welcome to the Estremo. Welcome, welcome. How are you, man? How is your day going? Thanks for coming by. Today we're gonna finish the drawing, you know. So we're just cracking away at the whole design. And yeah, nice. Oh man, I want a junior bacon cheeseburger. Full show, man. How's work? Fresh, right? Yeah, man. Glad you like it. Glad you like it. I mean, it'll look a lot better as I go along because we're gonna have more shadows, more stuff. So the more we work at it, the better it'll become. You know, which is kind of like. Yeah, man. With Cheeky, we used to go to Wendy's all the time. Wendy's and freaking 7-Eleven, man. We used to go to 7-Eleven at like at 4 o'clock in the morning just to get our mega gulp or whatever it's called refilled. So I'm gonna get rid of the beard for now, just so I'm gonna edit the whole face first, kind of make sure that the face has proper details, and then we're gonna go and add the beard on top, because the beard is just, you know, another layer on top of your face. So, but I want to make sure that the underlying part of the face looks better, and that way I don't have to limit myself like how I move the head of the pen and the strokes. You know, the strokes are have to be kind of flowing. Although you're getting much younger now. We'll work on the eyes. I mean, again, you know, there's like you became my guinea pig as far as like learning how to do portraits. So in the future, not too distant, there will probably be another iteration of this drawing, and we'll make it look more like you as I get better at doing portraits. Because I don't know. Oh, Sebi! Thanks for coming by. But you know, we're just gonna chill today until we finish this, which should take not more than, at least I'm guesstimating like about 3 hours. A lab rat. At least this is like a harmless lab rat, you know. There's no harm done to you, other than probably your ego if you're not cool with this face. But besides that, you know, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, you know. So I mean, it could be worse, you know. That's always a possibility, and luckily it's not that bad. So, and yes, but I'm gonna be making a weekly YouTube stream. So every week we're gonna have a stream on YouTube, but the streamings on YouTube are gonna be more like just me using it as an outlet to talk about stuff that I like. So we'll have this mouth is kind of gone, so let's get rid of the mouth. So like for example, like next week I'm gonna plan to have like a let's talk about Castlevania stream, because I love Castlevania, but I'm gonna base it on like Circle of the Moon for the Game Boy Advance, because that's one of my favorite games from Castlevania. So these are gonna be like more like geek talk streams, and then if you know, you guys can like what, Flint? What? I remember. Retail schemes. to play more games too. Yeah, so see, now I'm gonna kind of try to get to the shape of Leche's face. His nose has to be a little longer. But the Tales games, I haven't played any Tales games. I have to like, well, in the beginning, way back when I used to play, I guess, but recently, no. All of a sudden, like, you look a lot sad, a lot more sad now, Leche. A lot more sad. But you know, like in the early stages, you can't be too precious with what you draw, you know. Troy Baker, man, he's cool, man. He's cool, dude. I'm just trying to figure out where your nose goes, you know, because this we didn't do it with much planning, so I'm just gonna start molding. Well, let's rotate this, otherwise I'm gonna have that because you know, like our minds want to straighten up stuff on purpose. So if I don't turn the paper or the page around, then I'm gonna make it straight for my point of view, and it's gonna be like lopsided on the actual drawing. Yeah, there you go. What? All right, cool. Because I'm like way far from the thing. Then I have light, so I had to make the font on the chat bigger, and I have like Leche's sexy mug on the side too. Like right there, it's like you know, one side is chat and then Leche on the other side. So I'm trying to take some elements from Leche's face, you know. Right. I will do a Batman stream too. We'll talk about Batman, but like more like in the animated series Batman. No, you know what? I'm gonna roast freaking Nolan's Batmans, in as strictly design aspect, not like the movie story, but I don't like most of what they did in the design department for those movies. I'm not a fan of Nolan's visual world, you know. Story was fine, movie was good, but that's not my Batman, nor is it my Batmobile. That shit sucked. That is one of the worst Batmobiles I've ever seen, and that's me being generous, because I truly despise that thing. Hot take maybe, but that's what I think. Oh, what up? How's it going, Anthony? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing some digital art very badly in the start, but it'll get better. Trust. Or at least I'm hoping that it gets better, you know. So, but yeah, there's gonna be a weekly stuff now. Yeah, I'm gonna do a weekly YouTube stream. So you know, I don't want to put my eggs all in one basket, given that how like Twitch has been going now. I don't know how serious they are about their community and stuff, so might as well venture out into the YouTube nest just in case, you know, just in case. Oh man, this face. All right, we're gonna do the face again. We'll do the face again. That's it. It's happening. I can't. Face gone. That's just how it is, you know. The name of the game. You can't be too precious. Can't be too precious. Because when you're precious about shit, then you don't improve, you know. Yep. So I figured, hey, might as well be ready for what may or may not happen. And like I've been saying, I want to be caught with my pants down. So from now on, every Wednesday, I did today this one because I want to have this done for Leche soon. Like hopefully today. Pretty sure today. But I don't want to. Yeah, I also think of Kevin Conroy when it's Batman related. I don't go to any live action version of him. But I am very much a anti-design choices on the Nolan universe. They went too like Call of Duty bro kind of style. I don't know. That's the best way I can put it. Like they went just for like huge things and like big bulky crap. I'm like, nah, dude. Like Batman has a certain like finesse to him, you know. Like all like the designs for like the world of Batman, they're all like very sleek in a way, you know. So one way or another, they're sleek. They're not like, that doesn't mean that they're not like bulky at times, but they have a sleekness to them. But in the Nolan world, man, out the window. That was not even like a thing for them. Like that Batmobile, oh, so bad, so bad. All right. So I don't know. So I'm gonna do one episode like that, a stream, kind of talking about my take on the Nolan Batmans. And again, story-wise, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I liked how the characters interacted with each other. That was fine. But other than that, graphically speaking, no bueno. How are you today, Anthony? How's everybody doing today? Yeah, my beef is like with all the visual choices. Like I'm telling you, artistically speaking, that's what I have my gripes with it. It's just like abysmal to me. I hate him. I hate him. I'm sorry. It's like that's one of the few things that I'm very passionate about. I'm good, man. Oh, hey, your album was good, man. I loved listening to it. Oh, what the hell? Did I freeze? No. I may or may not have frozen. Did I freeze? No? Oh, good. Why are you hiccuping? Why are you hiccuping? Hold on. Let's close Unity Hub. Let's close Epic Game Store. Okay, cool. Thank you. It just felt like I was frozen here, you know? Wait. Because like my mouse didn't move. I'm just closing stuff that I don't need. Alright, it's fine. Yeah. Cool. But yeah, man. So that's like going to be the purpose for all the week streams, I guess. During the week in YouTube, I'm going to do streams talking about some random geek stuff that I have like a strong views on it. There's definitely going to be some roasting for the 343 Studios enemy designs on Halo, because the Halo characters were very legible from afar, and you could tell what was what based on their colors. But then 343 Studios just kind of like said, hey, you know what, everything's great. And I was like, what? You mean great, right? No, we mean gray. Everything's gonna be gray. And, oh, and I was like, you know. So there's gonna be a lot of like visual critiques of stuff. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm an authority on it, but just my personal take. It's a thing, man, and it only got worse when 343 got into it, man. And like the design was just like dude, what? Like the Guardians, they look the same as like the lower tier one. It's like there's no like distinct differentiation between one or the other. So I was like, wow, dude, wow, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing with this franchise? And then they had like reports of like that they said like 343 they would hire like Halo people to make Halo, and they implemented like their things like, all right, if you want to innovate on something, it's cool, but I don't think that you should like overlook the people that actually enjoy the IP, because they ended up hiring a bunch of like random like yeah, man. I like this. I'm one of the ones that enjoy the story too, so I get it. I got the first book, The Fall of Reach, so I can read it and like then use that to complement my my take on it. So, you know, I'm gonna do streams where we can talk about geekdom stuff. If you guys have anything that you wanna have me draw and talk about, because anything that we talk about, I'm gonna be drawing something. So if I talk about Halo, I'm gonna be drawing something Halo related. If we talk about Batman, I'm gonna be drawing Batman. You know, if you guys want to see me draw something and talk about that something, then you can definitely let me know, and we can do that. And, you know, that'll become our weekly sort of like hangouts. You know. Alright, I'm gonna sketch Leche's face better, so I'm gonna create another layer here. I like in this program I like using charcoal to sketch. Oh man, but that reveal is good though, so I don't blame you, Anthony. That thing was like, what? Especially when you find the helmet and you see the first footage of like the Marines just being like slaughtered by the flood. I hated the library as a level, but I liked what it meant, you know. And I was able to justify what the library was doing because of the threat. So even though by today's standards maybe you could kind of like tighten up that level in general, I still like the original because it truly made you feel the weight of the threat that the flood imposed on you, you know. So it was a crappy level because it just was way too hard sometimes, like a bunch of like stuff just like overwhelming you. But because of that, like, you knew. Yeah, no, in retrospect I get it. So I was like, oh, you know what, dude, yeah, this makes sense because the flood is this much of a pain in the ass, so of course it's gonna be like this, you know. So I totally understand it in that perspective. Was it fun-ish? Yeah, sometimes it was stressing. You know, a stretch to call it fun. But it was good, man. Like they made you not take the flood for granted, which was like, yeah. Hold on, I have to open up Leche's mugshot. Not mugshot, but I downloaded a picture. This is my desktop, by the way, guys. So that's how messy my desktop is. Every now and then I'll make a desktop stuff folder which has even more stuff in it, but you know. But yeah. Yeah, but listen, the library had a purpose, and after the library you knew what the flood meant, you know. I was like, oh damn. Yeah, no, me too. Not always, but yeah, I do that. Alright, we have a better mugshot of Leche here at Universal Studios. I'm just perusing your Facebook, Leche, to get mugshots, so that's where all these pictures are coming from. I'm stalking your yeah, man. You know what it is too, like having two monitors kind of like makes it a bit too easy to forget about cleaning one or the other, you know, because you have like so much more real estate. Yeah, I mean, this one kind of like has the face expression that I want, you know, you being happy, you know. So let's just sketch a quick sketch here, like very, very, very loosely. It's just to like get like the structure down, so we can move on and have a better face, you know. Right now you look mad, but you're not gonna be mad. We can move stuff around. This is just trying to put stuff on the paper. It's usually easier for me to get something when the markings have been made on the paper, you know. So we get the markings on the paper. We don't get too precious with it because it's not the final. It's not even my final form, you know. But it gets it gets the ball rolling. Now you're better able to see where you're lacking, you know? Because it's one thing to see it in your head, and another one is to see it actually in paper. And well, in virtual paper. See, like your face has to be a little bit longer here. So we're gonna take the lasso tool, the lasso tool, and we're gonna not crop it, but we're gonna move the hey. Oh, it's not in the same layer. Oh, decapitation. I'm sorry that you were decapitated. Well, the one that I'm using is a very cheap in the sense that it's cheap price. It's a XP Pen tablet, and it's a wireless. It's the Art Deco or Deco 03, and it's $100. It's wireless and wired, but the wireless drivers are not the best, so I usually have it plugged in. But you can do it wireless. No man, $100, 100 pesos. Eventually, like in the future, I want to get a Wacom 1 maybe. Just because Wacom has good drivers, like you can always rely on their drivers. So that's why I would want to have a Wacom driver tablet. Better. But you know, I mean, again, like I always say, whatever you have is good. You don't have to have the best of the best. Yeah, it is. Just you can do what you can with what you have, and you'll be fine. So I don't stress. This was just what I could get at the time, and it served me well so far. So we can do stuff, you know. Because at some point it's just making excuses when you just like don't do anything and like, oh, I can't do it because I don't have X, Y, and Z. I'm like, you're making excuses, man. I mean, you know better than most, and you've done pretty damn good with what you have, Leche. So you're like a living proof that you can do good stuff with what you have. Also, feel free to drop your link, man. Yeah. Feel free to drop your link on the chat for your YouTube channel. I don't know how to set up the bot yet on the YouTube chat, so I don't have any commands for anything. But we'll get there. We'll get there. See, but now this face, the eyes are better. I like this eyes better than the ones that we had before. So let's clean that one up. Let's take this one and copy paste it. Well, copy paste. Let's flip it. Flip it. Flip it. Alright, fine. Don't flip it like that. Where are you? Flip it. There you go. That's fine. Yeah, I like this face now better than before. So it's all gravy. See, it's all gravy. We're getting there. Whoa, undo. For all your collectible needs, yeah. Absolutely, man. Drop it in. Drop it like it's hot. Whoa. Deselect. What the hell, man? Where are we? Oh, having to, yeah. You know, that's the bane of digital art. Am I in the right layer? Am I doing the right thing, you know? That's something that I always struggle with. Am I in the right layer? There you go. Yeah. Leche smile, yeah. I'm gonna give you black lips for now, just because, you know, it is what it is, you know? Yeah. You know, it's actually looking a lot more like you than the other one. This is more lechified than the previous one. Yeah. Yeah, the Japanese versions heavy. Why Japanese? Why with the jabs? Why with the jabs? I guess, yeah. I guess so. Like, if you guys want me to talk about stuff that I'm not too familiar with, I can do that too. I would have to have like a quick crash course into what the IP is, and then we can move from there. So even though if I'm not like a Disgaea person, I can totally do Disgaea fan art, and then we can talk about Disgaea or RTS games in general. Let's move the hat a little bit. No, we're gonna keep the hat like kind of like sloppy, like slanted to the other side. It kind of like gives it a bit more of a nice chill vibe, you know. Let's go a little bit darker. Where are you? A little darker, a little more less saturation. Yeah, right, like a G. All right. One of the cool things about Clip Studio Paint Pro is that, I mean, the brushes are awesome. I haven't used many like alternatives to digital art, but aside from Photoshop, I grew up with Photoshop before Photoshop was even like. Hey, listen, if I can pull it off, I'll pull it off. You know, I'll give it a try. I'll give it a whirl. But like the brush that I like on Clip Studio Paint Pro is the watercolor brush. I use the dense watercolor brush to like apply the like very noticeable kind of like. Whoa, we're in the wrong layer. No. So like that dense brush gives you like a very obviously dense thing, and then you can use the transparent one to kind of soften it up, and you kind of have a good like a nice blend to it. That's the flow that I have developed over the course of a couple of months since I've had the software. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are other more optimized workflows, but you know, with any kind of like art tool, you develop your own workflow, and then it just kind of grows from there, you know. Yeah, no, it's a good. This software is good, and right now it's on sale. So if anybody's like interested in getting, at the time of this recording, it's on sale for $25. Well, 50% off any regular price. So because they have like the EX version, which is like for comic stuff, like stuff that I didn't need. And the Pro, this is the Pro, and this one was $25. When it's 50% off, it's $25. So if you guys want to have Clip Studio Paint Pro at a decent price, then go for it, because that way you're not tied to Adobe stuff. Because I love Adobe, but I don't like their subscription models. I hate any subscription model for any sort of like software. Just give me the damn software, you know. I want to pay for a license. I want to have it be mine, and then that's it. I don't want you to charge me monthly to use the same software all the time. Yeah, right. For Love Struffles keychain. Yeah, no, I don't like that, man. I mean, sure, if you want to have a subscription model, then fine, have that as an option. For those that are okay with that, and they don't want to have, because there are people that just want to use the software for like a short time, like, oh, I should need something quick to use now, and I don't want to invest in buying the whole suite. That's fine. Then give them the option of subscription. So you can pay for the month, like $10 or whatever else that you want to charge them. But then for us that are going to use it for good, give me an option to buy a license, but don't charge exuberant amount for it, you know? Like a reasonable price, and we should all be fine, you know? So, but to be fair though, Adobe, if you want, you can get Photoshop CS2, the Legacy Edition, for free. They don't advertise it, but you can get it. Just search for Photoshop Legacy download, and it's CS2, which CS2 is not bad. I mean, for the additional features that Photoshop has gained throughout the years are not all necessary. Like some of them are more necessary than others, and necessary in quotations, but they're not something that's imperative for you to have a working environment. So if you're okay with base Photoshop, search for Photoshop Legacy Edition. Last time I checked, it was CS2, so That's the last one that I saw that they provided free of charge, and that's good for most things. And when I don't have any more access to Photoshop in through the Creative Cloud, I would probably get that. You know, Leche, I don't know if you agree, but I think that this is more you than before. Like, yeah, same. It happened to me once. It happened to me once. I'm like, I don't want to have your. Well, you're gonna be paying. You know, and it just seems like I don't care. I don't want to have your service. Now I have it, but still, at the time. Yeah, PR knows. Yeah. I mean, as long as it looks more like you, like if somebody that knows you sees it, I want them to be able to see like, hey, is that Leche? And I'd be like, yeah, you know. Obviously, we're gonna fix these eyes because this eye's not lopsided, you know. But you know, I'm a lot happier with how this is going than how it was before. But it's good though, like, you know, a lot of the time you have to kind of like get the bad drawings out there first, you know, like the bad version out, so that when you come back, you can get the better version going on. And that's just how I work, you know. I work Leche's ghostly features with just shadows. So see, now we can go with the water one, I mean the transparent water one, and this one helps get rid of all these like harsh brush strokes, and it smooths out Leche's face. So he has a baby face, yeah. Right now we're gonna add the stubbles in a bit, you know. Let me save this as another version though, just in case. Save as Leche logo V2. Alright, so now if anything goes wrong, it doesn't matter because we have the other one saved, and this is another one saved also on its own, so we're good. So yeah. How are your doggies, Anthony? Have they behaved? Today I walked my dog, right? I usually walk her in the morning because my brother's working. So I took out my dog today, and it was all good, chilling. But first of all, she was like very reluctant to go out today. I was like, come on, let's go. And she looked at me and went back to like bed. Like, let's go, we're ready. She looked at me again, like not even like fully getting up. She was like, meh. Nice. Snoozing dogs are always happy. So then I go, and I'm like, come on, Petal, let's go. Looks at me, back again. I was like, alright, fine. So I get dressed, I get everything done. Usually when I'm getting dressed to take her out, she's like, oh yeah, we're going now. By this time, she's like, nope, I'm in bed, I'm gonna chill here for a while. I was like, alright. So I'm like, come on, Petal, come on. And then eventually, you know, she comes out. Then she's walking around, and then this might be TMI, you know, and then she gets to do her thing, and then she steps on it. I'm like, why are you stepping on your own shit? Why? So I had to like clean her paw. It wasn't too bad, because it wasn't like murky poop. She had like pretty solid poop, so. But man, yeah, man, she was not cool. Yeah, man, I was like, why are you stepping on that? But you know, it's the name of the game. It's part of the game, you know. Dogs do dog stuff. So I cleaned her up outside. Cause I'm pretty frugal, you know. So then I was walking right nearby where she had pooped, and the accident happened. There was this thing, like this kind of like pipe outlet sticking out of the ground that had like it had like a little mini cup shape. And since it rained yesterday, I had a lot of water in there. So I took another bag. I used it as a glove. I took her foot, kind of put it over that water, and used the same water to get some of the stuff out. So it was clean rather quickly. I was like, I'm not gonna leave the shit on it, and then have it be harder to take out later on. But you know, again, sorry if it was TMI, but that was my happening today in the morning. That's what I went through with my dog. You know? Gross, dude. Come on. God damn it, Morgana. That's it. That's right. It was a good shitty day, you know. Like a shitty. I mean, more shitty day started for her day because she stepped on it. Mine was like, all right, fine. And my dog, she's like very like feisty, right? So then the other neighborhood doggies. And she's feisty, but she's, you know, she's cute, and she's feisty with other dogs. So then the other neighborhood dogs and the owners, they, you know, recognize her now. So today we're going towards the street is called Boulevard East, or JFK Boulevard East, but it's just Boulevard East for people that live here. And I'm walking there. I'm getting to like the corner of the street, and then my dog's kind of like off to the right side, sniffing away. Her, great. And then right, so like, all right. Well, we have visual here, so let me put some visual. So, like, this is the street, right? This is the sidewalk. This is the corner right here, right? Okay, hold on. Let's not do that there, because what if I had run out of like undo? So okay, so yeah, anyway, street, corner, right? So there's a sidewalk. There's a building here. Dog sniffing here, right? I'm here, doggy sniffing, and then other dog approaches from this side. So then my dog's still unaware that this dog is coming up, but then the owner sees her, picks up the dog, and crosses the street before she notices, because she would start barking. So yeah, I was like, oh man, people are avoiding you now, Perla. But that's how she is, man. She's like very like feisty. So I don't blame him. I just found it funny that now people avoid her. You know, it was just kind of like fun. I was like, haha, Perla, they're avoiding you. There you go. Even like this, it looks a lot better than before, Leche. Even like this. Hey, what happened to my music, man? What's up? Oh, that's a bad placement for silence. I understand silence sometimes is part of the track, but that was not coherent, man. Because the absence of sound could still be part of the composition. Just it didn't make sense there. You know? Oh, I'm using charcoal still. Ha ha ha. Not the way. Why I said it weird. Maybe because I'll still using charcoal. Charcoal. Oh, let's smooth it out here so we don't have so many stuff. But I'm glad that Harry Heller made this playlist, because otherwise I don't know what it would have been playing, you know? With this whole DMCA strike. Like that's like something that's constantly in my head now. DMCA laws and whatnot. And I'm like, what it do? No, my nose. All right. Now let's see what we can do now. Oh, let's do some ice stuff. No. Let's do. Yeah. So I mean, some guy on Twitch, they got banned for literally walking by a store that played 5 seconds of a Kanye West song. Not even him like actively like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play this song. No, he was walking around in Japan by a street. He was like, hey, blah blah guys, blah blah, ha ha ha, and in the background, whatever Kanye West song, you know, insert Kanye West song here. And then he got banned for that. I was like, what? But I didn't even do anything. WTF, my WTF. But such is life, you know. Let's desaturate it. Let's put it lighter. Yeah. And lighter saturate. Yeah. Boom. Actually, no. Let's do it. a bit more red. I mean, that's why I'm like, yo, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be putting all my eggs in this one basket, because what am I gonna do? You know, at least if I have like a YouTube presence, I can still have like stuff to show people. You know, because don't get me wrong, I honestly do this because I enjoy the hell out of it, but I do want to make it a income source. You know, a source of income, and if I can't be on Twitch, then I have to make sure that I have other options. Leche, this is definitely more you than before, man. There's like way more you than before. Them luscious lips definitely are selling it for me now. We're gonna have to fix the color a little bit, but in general, I feel a lot more confident about this one than before. You know? We're still doing the whole just one layer, so we're living on the edge. Them lips. Yeah, man. Your luscious lips. Like, I get that, you know, mobile-wise, Twitch is a bit more comfortable because it has picture-in-picture for every device. But, you know, you get some, you lose some. So yeah, next week we're gonna do Castlevania Circle of the Moon as our stream subject. So we're gonna do some Castlevania art, which I'm excited for because I've never done Castlevania fan art. Because fan art was one of those things that I stayed away from. This might sound like I don't know how it might sound, but the point is that the reason why I stopped doing fan art in general in my life as an artist, it was because my high school teacher got in my head, and she would, in the sense that she would never believe that what I drew was drawn by me. She always thought that I traced it, and it was because at the time I was very much into Dragon Ball Z, right? So then I was kind of emulating Dragon Ball Z style, like Akira Toriyama style. So then she would always think that I traced the characters because they all looked like they belonged in the world of Dragon Ball. So she identified them as part of a cartoon show. And I was like, no, I don't trace. I do not trace. And she was like, yeah, you trace. I'm like, no, I didn't. So she would never like accept my work. And ever since then, I stopped doing fan art or anything that related to cartoons. And I moved into like the world of surreal art. So, but now, after years of not having the confidence to do fan art, I now have, you know, see, like Adam West right here. Oh man. So, you know, I'm excited for all the fan art that I may create. We need more definition. More definition. You know, I'm gonna take this out and put it right here because I can't have it over there. I need it here. Yeah, so I can put like floop floop, you know, floop floop. Nice. Oh wow. So I've been talking nonsense for this a long all time, the whole time, and nobody has heard me. All right, it's fine because I was gushing about stuff, so it's fine. Thanks for letting me know though. But yeah, so I was saying that the other day, I don't know if you heard me. The other day, I drew something, and then an artist that I follow, and I admire his work. He gave me feedback on my drawing, and then he was like, "Oh man, that's really good. If I have to say anything, I'm gonna have to be nitpicky about it because there's nothing much I can critique." And now it just made my day. I was like, "Oh my god, thank you so much," because I admire his work. So for him to be like, "Yeah, your work is good enough that I don't have shit to say," that was a validation. It's like, and sometimes that was you need some validation of your effort. Like it's good to have somebody tell you, yeah, your work paid off. I mean, you shouldn't only have that as your barometer of like your progress, but it helps sometimes. Sometimes you have to like. Oh, well, I was muted apparently too, so it's fine. I looked at my OBS and it was muted. So it just happened to be that you put Lorded and I was not being heard either way. But yeah, man, having like validation from people that you like look up to in your field feels good, man. Feels good. Feels damn good. Like I don't think that I have had imposter syndrome yet. Because I think that comes with like, yeah, yay, awesome, thank you. Yeah, man. Like I said, like sometimes you have to have somebody tell you you're good. Sometimes it just helps. Oh wait, see now we have to do what? No. Sometimes a little validation, a boost to your ego, it's just what you need, I have to fix the teeth still, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely we're getting there. I'm doing like the nose now. Oh man, yeah. Look at you. Look at you, man. Alright. Is the owner of the hotel the same one as the owner for Meadowlands? I think you told me, but I forgot if it was yes or no. The Meadowlands Spa. Thank you for calling Meadowlands Spa Hotel. How can I help you? Hi, yeah, I would like to make a reservation. Yes, ma'am. For when? No, ma'am, sorry. We only have single beds available. Oh my god, no, I need a double. I'm like, yeah, but I just said I only have singles. I used to love it when you told people what you had, but they're like, yeah, but I need this. I'm like, yeah, but I just told you what I have. Oh no, I try to be as constructive as possible. Sometimes I know that I can be a little too harsh to people sometimes. I never mean to, but I was like, dude, if I don't tell you, then somebody else will either not tell you and laugh about it, or tell you in a worse way. Like, at least you know that it's not coming from malice, Because sometimes people do that, man. Sometimes people like... Oh, nice. Like, feedback is good. Feedback is good. And even, like, I figure if it's something that's shitty, like, oh man, your thing sucks or whatever it is, I feel like it's kind of better coming from your friend than a stranger, because like I'm looking out for you, so me saying it sucks, I don't think it's gonna be as bad as somebody else telling you it sucks. I wouldn't tell you it sucks though. I'm just saying, like in general, I think like I feel like I would take it better if somebody, one of my friends, told me, "Hey, you're lagging in this department," more so than if somebody else, some stranger, told me, "Hey man, your shit sucks," haha, or not tell you at all, and then just they laugh about it, and then you're like, "Oh man, what the fuck? Why are you laughing at me for?" And you know, yeah, well, this feedback is good, but depending on who it comes from, it could be a little harsh, you know. So that's why I seek feedback, but nice. Hey, listen, you right now in this drawing, you're looking like a captain too. So it was meant to be. It was all on the stars. But I'm glad, man. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. You're a good work, man. Yeah, that's why I seek people to tell me, like, listen, are you just literally telling me that it's good, or are you telling me it's good because you know me, you don't want to hurt my feelings? So I get it. I get it when it's like hard to identify people just being nice to you and people actually being genuinely constructive about it. There you go. Let's rotate this mofo so I can have a better... Is this rotator here? Yeah, it is. Alright. Because like the tablet has its own buttons, right? It has 6 buttons in a little dial. And the 6 buttons are mapped to different commands. But again, since this is kind of like a very new software for me, I'm not all entirely used to what the mappings are, even though I can set them up myself, but the default mapping seems to be working fine. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Alright, so now I'm so much more happy with this result right now. Like I can show this work and not be like, you know, I was sucking, haha. No, I can show like, listen, this is what I accomplished. Suckers, you know. But I just want to be better than I used to be before, you know. That's my goal. I want to be better and better. Oh no, yeah, Nick was cool, man. I liked working with Nick. Nick was a good manager. I'm not saying that he's not now, but I don't work with him now, so I don't know. I can't speak for it now, but I'm saying for me, when I worked with him, he was a good manager. He was human about it, you know. Like he had his rules and whatnot. Thanks, man. I'm glad you like it. Like he was strict, but reasonably so. You know, reasonable strictness is better than being an a-hole about it. And Nick, to me, again, with me at least, Nick was never a dick. So anytime that he would tell me something, I was like, yeah, you know what, you're right. You're absolutely right, Nick. And come on, how many managers come to you during work hours and tell you, hey, how do you beat this boss? I'm like, what? What do you mean? Oh man, that was so cool, man. Nick is a cool guy. And then he let me use the gym of the hotel when I wasn't even working there. That was cool, man. You know, I'm always thankful for the hotel. The hotel was a good place, man. Just, you know, I had needed more loot at the time, but the hotel was a very fun place to work at. Like, come on, we would clock out and stay there. We would clock out and stay at work. That's how good it was. I've not worked at a place like that since until now. You know, I'm working from home, so I'm always staying. Oh no! Yeah, no. I'm telling you, he never made me feel inadequate about stuff. Like he would make you see stuff. Like, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. But it was never like, oh, you suck at this. You better not suck anymore. You know, no, it wasn't like that. Again, that's just me speaking personally from my interaction with him. I don't know if anybody else in the hotel had any gripes with him, but as far as I go, no. Nick for me was like dope. Yeah, he did speak to me like that too. When I did the whole like weekend thing. Well, he never told me that was disappointing to me, but he would have like that fatherly tone. Like, Felipe, you have to do blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, Nick. I know, no, it's okay. Just don't do it again, you know. Okay, shut up. Fell. Like, yes, come on. I'm like, all right. What did I do now, Nick? What did I do? Stop fucking shit up now. He didn't tell me that, but you know. Good stuff, man. Tell him I say hi. I remember him fondly. I'm guessing he no longer has to beat games for his kids now, right? They beat their own games. Oh man. That was a fun place. Fun place. Yeah, we're not gonna put too much detail on the doggy because it's just a doggy shape, but it's enough to sell the point that it is a doggy, you know? So, foop, foop. Yeah, man, look at that. What was that? I didn't hear you. Come on, a little louder. Everybody in the governor. What? Yeah, man. I remember him. I remember. You know? Oh my gosh. Mr. Nick. Is the big boss still alive? Because he was old when I worked there. I even forgot his name, but whatever, you know, him. This whole like picking colors from the painting is dope. It's dope. Because it's dope, you know? Alright, let's... Nice. When I'm able to afford Patreon again, I'm gonna have to pledge so I can get one of your drawings. Because, you know, I'm a little bit jealous, you know? I want to get one of them Anthony originals. I need to get some Anthony originals in my life. And you see, this album was good, man. I genuinely enjoyed it while we were playing it on stream. It was good. No. Thanks, man. But again, like when I can afford it right now, there's no way I can afford anything right now, but eventually, soon enough, I'll be able to afford it. And then I'm gonna hit you. I'm like, Anthony, can I have a slot, please? I didn't check the. Hold on, because now since I'm not, my Patreon pledges are not there because I had to stop. So I don't know if I've missed it or not. A Zoom art show? Oh, maybe. Look at this. I'm being invited to a Zoom art show. Can I have a link, Anthony? Sorry. Yeah, man. Listen, you guys can always share your stuff on my chat, as long as it's nothing like not safe for work or like offensive. You can just put them in the chat. I love to see people's work, especially from you guys. From people that come hang out. Oh no, I appreciate you sharing. Believe you me, I love when people can share with me. I feel honored. If I can provide a safe environment for people to share their work, I love it. That's one of my goals, Again, there you go. See, I was muted again. But yeah, post stuff on the channel, please. Post stuff link, because if links don't work, I wouldn't know, because I don't know if like YouTube has different permissions that I have to set up. But please do post stuff on the chat. I love to see people's work. I am honored every time somebody shares stuff with me, or with us. But I didn't realize that I was muted until now, so I'm gonna have to get that under control. If you see me that I'm just blabbering, let me know. All right, this part when I add the actual eye, like the pupil, it just makes it or breaks it, Right now it's kind of working, so it's fine. Floop. Yeah, it kind of works. It kind of works. It really does work. Okay. But yeah, Anthony, if you haven't done it, please post link to the cover art, because I don't know if I saw the cover art. I don't remember it. I might have missed it. But yeah, please post it, please. No, this is too dark. That's a too dark of a color. It's like too black. Bandcamp link? Okay, hold on. Well, yeah. Oh. Sneaky, sir. How long did it take you to like compose all the songs all together? Like the music tracks. Like, how much time do you have to spend working on it to finish an album? I've never done an album, so I don't know anything about album making, nor how long does it take to make a track. I mean, I've worked with my friend, like I said, my friend Dennis, and he makes tracks. Okay, listen, 20 hours is a good chunk of time. So that's a lot. And it's like, that's time from your life, so it kind of carries a lot more weight, you know? Maybe, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna make... Oh yeah, no, but you know what? Sometimes it's better that way, because like if you try to control too much of what you're creating, like you kind of lose the essence of it sometimes. So, excuse me. Yep, I can believe that. But you know what? It was worth it. That album came out very, very dope, man. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed it very, very much. It was fun to listen to. I'm telling you, it took me places. It's an imaginative soundscape. Like, I enjoyed the hell out of it. Oh man, thank you for sharing. Thanks for letting me listen to it on stream. It was good. It was a good compliment to what I was drawing. So I was like, yo, this is it. The throne, it's shielded from outside distractions. You know? So there's not highlights per se, but I did have to lighten up the skin tone in these areas. Highlights are going to be a bit more pronounced in this, so you know, it's just kind of like trying to approximate the skin changes. Give a little sheen on your cheeks, you know. Start introducing a light source, but not, again, these are not necessarily like the actual highlights. It's just like the values of your composition or whatnot, you know. And what's cool about like digital art too, like again, this is me not like being a digital artist first and foremost. I'm a traditional artist first and foremost. But I like that the pressure sensitivity is there, because you can do a lot of like different blendings with the pressure of your pencil, or your pen, stylus, whatever. I see like this little shaded area kind of like pushes your nose, like makes it narrow it. Oh my god! Still not as ergonomically right or ergonomically sound my setup, but it's better than before, because now I'm actually like looking straight ahead. The only reason why my shoulder's just bothering me because it's just been like worked a lot this week with a very anti-ergonomic setup, but now it's better. This is my first time drawing on a more ergonomically sound setup, but that's why I would like to have like a Wacom one. The Wacom one, because the Wacom one I could be just drawing as a, you know, like a regular paper. But IR broke right now, so eventually I'll save up for it somehow. And today I have to start doing the pixel art for the stream on the weekend. We did a lot of like cool designs on stream, so I have to make sure that I get them done before the weekend. But I have to take a break, you know, I'll take a break beforehand. so that we can have my shoulders rest. You know, Leche, you're looking good. You're looking hot. You're looking sexy. Sexier than before. So again, there's still like work to be done, but I like it a lot more than before. Like I'm a lot more. No, oh, I can show you. I can show you since we're here. Pixel art is one of my faves. Digital art. Yeah, right. So my weekend streams are like the story streams. So I've been doing every weekend. I do a different environment. So this is the pixel art. This is the tile set that I did for the first week, and it's just to construct the level. Thank you. So it's to construct the level that we see while we are on stream on Saturdays and Sundays, and they're determined by what we create on Monday. So every Monday I have like a fog of war stream that I call it, and then we decide what we're gonna make. So this weekend we made, this past Monday we made up a few characters for the next location of our trip, because I have a map. I don't have this camera on, but this is the map, right? Map. So then we're going to this location. I don't know if you can see it, but we're going to a location there, and I let my audience decide what lives in that area. So last week we faced these people. Where are you? So this was my grand achievement, my greatest achievement last week. Getting this dude to look right took me some time. I had to like ask my friend on Twitter, like, hey, I need help. How do I make Chrome? And he's like, oh, dude, do this. So I did that. Thank you. So I have these characters here. This was the boss that we fought on Saturday. Then we fought this guy on Sunday. This guy almost whooped our ass, man. It was a rough battle. And that's the tiles, the one tile that I repeated to make the ocean. These are like the little like dwarf people. This is the Captain Squishy. These are the dwarf people that inhabit the island. This is my mountains. This is like the worst of all. Like this, out of all the assets, this is the one that I'm the least happy about, because it's a little too like simplistic and there's not much going on compared to like, you know, like the texture for the mountains, even like the texture for him. So I mean, you know, it's good. It was serviceable. It made the whole experience better. Yeah, it is to me too. So I would agree with that sentiment. It is hard to make. I might just copy paste it here, to be honest. Maybe. Whoa, whoa. You know, for an hour and a half, we've made pretty good progress. From where we started to this, oof. Like, even look at the sketch, the original sketch. Like, that was the original sketch. Well, let's go here. Original sketch to... Whoa, hold on. Let's go. Originally, bam. Oh man, he has dope music, so if, you know, you guys talk it out. I mean, I played his album on stream. And we go for that, to this, and to this, to that. But Anthony makes dope music, man. Dope music. And I'm not just saying that because he's here. I'm being genuine about it. His music is dope. Or their music, sorry. Yeah, their music is dope. The dopeness of Anthony's music. I don't know, man. It worked out fine for when I was listening to it, and it sounds nice. Right now, I'm using Harris Heller music. You can use Leche. He's a YouTuber slash streamer and musician too. He used to make music videos with his wife, but he's like very like for the people kind of guy. So he paid a bunch of musicians to sell him the rights to the music that they composed for him, and now there's a ton of music you can use. Like that's what I'm listening to right now. Yeah, it's so true. What up, Genie? What? Wow, nice. Hey, working from home better than being at work sometimes. Do you like how Leche is coming out now? After much ado and a lot of like struggle, we have arrived at this. No, I don't like that. Yeah, you think so? Awesome. Look, this one that I'm using now, Leches, is this one, Mr. Harris Heller. Again, check him out. Cool dude too, man. In general, I've learned a lot from him. For Harris Heller, and you have all of this music, all of this music, free to use. Free to use, broskis. Look at this. I'm still scrolling. All of this is just DMCA free. All of it. Like, damn, still scrolling. I didn't even know that was so much. But yeah, that's Harris Heller. All of that, it's up for use, free of any sort of like DMCA strike. The Batman Trump. Thanks, guys. Thank you. But check it out if you want to use different music on your stream, Leche. Yeah, I mean, I have Pretzel too, just in case when I need like some music. So it's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, I always do. I always mention what my music is. If people ask me, I'll tell them, hey, check him out. But he's a dope dude, man. Like I said, I've learned a lot from him because he gives you like tips on like Twitch stuff and whatnot. He used to be like a pretty popular Vine person. Like he had like 1 million something followers, and then Vine went kaput. Then he started doing YouTube and Twitch, and now he kind of like helps people out, you know, by giving them stuff like that. You know, like we have like music from him, not by him, but you know, music in general. And he's a musician, so he understands more of the music world than I do. And yeah. It keeps YouTube happy so that my VODs can go up right away after they get processed by the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, so yeah, better. There's a better shadow. Because we have to start adding contrast, you know, contrast to the shape of the face. But if it's like too wild, like too far removed from the original tone of the face, it kind of looks jarring. This is kind of like okay, it's a little too desaturated for my tasting maybe, but I like the darkness of it. So let's go back. So see, this is what I mean. It's like desaturated in the color, so I pull too much color away from it. There's like the light and dark, so I have to give it more color, which still gives me a dark shadow, but now it's a bit warmer than before, so it plays better with the face. You know, so you have to kind of like play around with tone. The tones of the values and the tone of the color will determine whether or not it fits. And then you can do shadows with a different hue, so you can kind of hue shift and make color darker colors or darker areas. You know, but there's a better tone than before. See, yeah. Maybe you don't need to have that much shadow there, to be honest. Just here though, definitely here because there's a more prominent shadow. Here too on the bottom, just to give it more 3Dness, like it'll accentuate the shape, the contour of your face, because you have a darker tone over here. And then I'll go in usually with with a bluer with a blue tone, like a blue base kind of like shade, because the shadows are usually colder, you know, in general. I do like this little rim light that it's kind of getting, but it's not supposed to be there. But I liked it. It wasn't bad. Now there you go. So we kind of like start applying the darker shade. Darker shade. How's your day going, Jeannie? Though, how's your at-home work going? If you're still there, are you okay? Is that did you stay home for any other reason, like health-wise? Are you good? So this is looking better. So we have more definition on the face coming in now. You know? And then if something happens to be too dark, we can go back and add light tones and then kind of like desaturate a bit. But so far, it kind of looks good. So, and then I'll go over with a transparent brush and just kind of like smooth it out, you know? Smooth it out so we have like less strokes, but I like the feel of like the painterly look, you know. I'm not entirely trying to get rid of all of them, just making it more uniform so it doesn't look too jarring in places. Like I want soft shadows, I don't want harsh lights, you know. It's so good, it's so good. Whoa, whoa, body, whoa. Yeah, man. I'm liking this Leche a lot better. It gets better and better, you know? And then we'll fix Adam West over there and make him look better. And we have to keep your nose that more prominent over there, so it kind of like separates from the lip area, from the upper lip. Oh yeah. And then apply some here to kind of give your eye sockets more depth. Yeah. Yeah, so good. So far, so good. So far, so gravy. I mean, this is bigger than people will see it, so they'll probably see a very small version of it, like floop floop, like that. Floop 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 floop. Which is we're working on 200%, just because I want to make sure that the markings, like the brush strokes, are precise. So if I work at a bigger, like a more zoomed in version of the drawing, it helps me better control the lines, the strokes, if you want. You know, kind of like. And I like this painterly feel, you know, the painterly look kind of draws me into it. We definitely need to have some more defined shapes, but for now, like as we're building it up, it's a good place to be. You know, it could be worse, but it could also not be worse. I have to get more of this kind of tone right here and apply it right here, so you kind of narrow your nose a bit more. And kind of push it in here, get some of this over here, and just kind of round it out. Everything here, and let's not darken it too much, because then you become like you have like sunken eyes, and you don't have sunken eyes. So you know. Some people have sunken eyes, but so Leche doesn't have sunken eyes. You know, not a jab at people who have sunken eyes, but the Leche doesn't have sunken eyes. you go. All right, so let's liven up these eyes a bit more. So we're gonna go a lot darker. We're gonna give, well, not darker, but not desaturated. There you go. It's funny because like for portraits or like for faces, like you can get away without eyelashes, but not without eyebrows. You have to have eyebrows, but eyelashes you can kind of get away with not necessarily having them there, which is like, you know, okay. All right, hold on, maybe not as dark, but we do need some like kind of like definition on the bottom of the eyes. Whoa, whoa. That's why I need this here, so I can go back to the same color. Because this one keeps track of what colors you've been using. I see color history, but this is your color wheel. And then it's cool because it'll help me define where stuff is. Otherwise, maybe not. Although this doesn't necessarily... Like this triangle should be like pointing to the red, green, and blue. So you can get those pure colors. Huh, interesting. No. Yeah, man. Eyelashes, they are important to the drawing, but you can get away without having them. But we're gonna give you eyelashes. Don't worry, Leche. We'll keep your eyes sparkly. Oh, thanks again, Anthony. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully we'll see you in another stream, and hopefully we'll get to hear more of your awesome music, man. No, I don't like them. I don't like them eyelashes. All right. Take care. Take peeps. I mean, peeps are good, man. If you like peeps, eat them. Eat them if you have them. Alright, so I'm going to get the darker one of these. I'm going to desaturate it just a bit. Well, here. Not desaturate, making it darker. A little bit more saturated. And I'm going to add some shadows on his neck, you know. Because the neck as it stands right now is very desaturated. It's like a little too cold. So this shadow, it's darker and warmer than what was already there, which is going to help differentiate the neck from the face, you know. Yeah, I love peeps too, man. I love them. The blue, and yeah, the blue's my favorite. The blue and yellow sometimes is good. Yeah, sometimes. There you go. Yeah. That's like a harsh Adam's apple, but we're gonna fix it. I promise. I promise. We're gonna fix the Adam's apple. I mean, you don't really have that much of a pronounced Adam's apple, so it's fine. But we'll give it a little. You know, there's still a muscle there, so we have to kind of give it the impression that there's like a difference, like, you know, kind of like that. So we have to get, and maybe kind of like lighten up here a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, because the bottom is not necessarily too dark compared to the top, because the top is directly underneath the face, so that the top definitely has to have a darker color than most shaded area of the neck. Boom, 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 boom. Yours on a 5 today, right, Leche? From your trabajo? So that yesterday, I had, or the day before yesterday, I had pizza from the Palmas again. And I still love that pizzeria, man. The Palma pizzeria, at least personally for me, was my favorite during high school times. I love the Palmas. My brother went to buy the Palmas pizza, and I was so happy because I was loving it. Ba da pa pa pa, you know. Pa ra pa pa pa, we're loving it. Nope, 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 nope. Leche doesn't have that. Leche has more over here, more in the middle. There you go. This is such a like weird drawing in the sense that it's just like it's too realistic for me, you know? And that's nothing that's like, oh my god, so realistic. Yeah. Yeah, when my brother went to get it, I was like, nice. Yeah, yeah, the party section, man. He's good, man. He's a cool guy. Sometimes you get like obnoxious during the high school years, but I was like, I get it. You're being pestered with a bunch of people during the day, but overall, he's a cool guy. Like during the high school years, he got nicer with you the more he recognized you. Like if he knew that you were there often, then he would be nicer to you. At least that was my experience, you know? Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking him for it. I'm just saying, like, I noticed that if you were there more often, he would be like more likely to be cooler with you. He was never nasty, by any means. You just got a different side of him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he was cool. I used to love getting sandwiches from there, man. Like literal sandwiches. The sandwiches are good. Their deli sandwiches, phenomenal. 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 Menafendo. You know? There you go. Squeaky squeaky. Giving Leche some smooth as ass. There you go. So we have like a nice gradient going on. Very, very painterly. We have to add this over here, which I forgot. So let's pick up this color. Adjust the brightness there and a little bit over here. There you go. But that place used to get packed during high school, man. Like lunchtime, oof. Talk about being packed, bro. That place was popping. Let me like stretch a little bit. Yeah. The Palmas is good, man. It still tastes the same, like in the best way possible, you know. It's still the same recipe from back in the days of yore. Mm-hmm. Bro, when they had Metal Slug, oof. Metal Slug used to keep me there a while. You know, back then we used to get a lot of food for very little money. Like the sandwich deals that they had on that store, or the one that's by Burger Line on 18th Street on the corner, which is no longer there now, but the sandwiches were huge, man. I was like, damn, let me get some of that sandwich. The sandwiches were good. They were very sammy. Sandwiches. Alright, so let's work on the little hands now. A little bit of hands in my life. Yeah. We're gonna take stuff from the face, you know, like that way we can keep the color gamut consistent between all the pieces. Haha. Damn, dude, that's dope. I still want to have like a DDR machine. So when I eventually moved into a house, I'm gonna have a DDR machine, man. Cause you best believe I'm gonna be playing some damn da dee dum da dee dum na dee dum na dee na dee na dee. Yeah, dope. Dopenesses. You know. Yeah, man. Is he back already, Harold? Speaking of Harold, is he like out in the wild? A wild Harold has appeared, which would be on brand because he was like the Pokemon person in high school. So now, Leche, you have two. I mean, I don't know if you want to call them bragging rights, but two bragging rights as far as like my work. You were the first tattoo I fixed and like designed, I guess, and you were the first portrait I've done. So now, you know, when they do a documentary on me, you're like, yeah, man, you know, I was the first tattoo that he made and the first portrait. Because before this, I had not done portraits at all. What? Damn, dude. Listen, at least he survived. Oh, man. Nice. Listen, now that I'm like full 100% art driven now, that's more possible. You know, more feasible want. Yeah, man. Listen, my mom and my people here, we here we made an effort to try to be as healthy as possible because, you know, it's about high time that you take care of yourself. I'm not saying you, I'm saying generally the general you. That's why here we eat healthier. My mom cut down on sugar. I've never been too big on sugar, so I was fine. But definitely do take care of yourself, dude, you know? Whoa, di que hielo, ¿a dónde? You're about to have some yellow skin. Oh yeah. Listen, I still want to become a cyborg, okay? I want like the heart to be replaced to like a machine, my lungs also so I can go underwater and like kind of chill underwater, my eyes. Yeah, man, you have to make the effort to just kind of like tone down on the comfort food, because comfort food eventually becomes a discomfort for your health, you know. So for the hens, we're not gonna make too much of a fuss about them because they're kind of like not even on the picture, but it still has to be in the same kind of like level of detail, you know. And Adam West's cape. on your logo. Alright, there you go. Take care of yourself, dude. Make it your priority. Don't make an effort. Make your priority, because you know it's your life, so it should be a priority. Making an effort does nothing for you. You best believe you have to make it a priority. Let me see. I'm using the same color as the cow for the shadows. That way, because you shouldn't have to use so many colors in one piece right now. So right now we have the toned color, the red, white, and red, green, and yellow, and then this. So they're all kind of like all uniformly kind of placed. You know, avoid using so many colors on your composition, unless they're purposeful. You know. Yeah, man. I mean, we have meat here, but very seldomly. And trust me, I love me some burgers and steaks, bro. But I'd rather enjoy them every once in a while than have to deal with my health issue more often than not, you know? And I'm pretty good. I mean, last year, I didn't do a physical this year, I don't think. But last year, it was good. My doctor was like, you're good. I was like, how's my sugar? Good sugar. How's this? I'm like, it's good. Because my doctor knows that sometimes I get like a little hypochondriac. So he like sighs like, you're okay. Like, all right. Yeah, man, what are we gonna do without the leche? I mean, I can only do so much on the digital aspect of things, all right? But in real life, I can't. Digital life. All right. Digital life was a con that used to be like a trade show that used to be in New York City. And I used to go there. That was a bad color pick. What the hell were you doing there? Yeah, Digital Life was a fun venue that I used to go to, and that's where I used to kind of like talk to like Intel people, not like from Intel, like not with Intel, like from the company Intel. And I would like be like, hey, so what about this processor and blah 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 blah, and they were pretty good at answering your questions. So I enjoyed going to that convention. It took place in New York City. I think I'm gonna make your pupils a lot bigger than what they are now, Leche, but we'll get there. We'll get there soon enough. Excuse me. Let's fix them lips. Them luscious lips for Leche. Yeah. Gotta make sure that the lady sees like, oh my god, I would love to have those smuckaroos on my lips. You know? But don't smear your makeup, Leche. Don't smear your makeup. Doing lips for guys is kind of hard for me because it's very easy to go from lip tone, like a lip color, to makeup, you know? Not that there's anything wrong with guys wearing makeup. I'm just saying that there's a very fine line between proper lip tone to makeup. I'm still struggling with the shading area. Like, I don't want to darken it too much, you know? Oh yeah. I love that track, man. That's my favorite. Sucks that we can't use. I mean, I get it. Trust me, I get the reason why, but it sucks that we can't use copyright material anymore. But such is life. So is the world, you know. Oh yeah, I didn't know Harold was a Incubus fan. It was more like it's like the heavier rock, you know. So was my bad, but I always pictured him more of like a heavy rock kind of person, like solely heavy rock. Not that you can't have both, but I just never pictured him being more into like the more chill vibes, you know. But you know, people surprise you. Oh man, yeah, I went to see them a couple of times in the PNC Bank Art Center. I love that venue. Yeah, 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 same man. I mean, I listen to like hip hop. I'm not a fan of Spanish music though. Not knocking it down. It's just not my thing, by any stretch of the imagination. I can enjoy it. I can appreciate it, but I'm not gonna play it myself. You know, like my mom plays it. I can vibe to it, but it's not. It's not on my repertoire. But yeah, I get it. I totally just vibe to whatever it is. Like pop music too, man. Pop music is good, man. Pop music is good. Don't knock it. Don't knock it. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm bad at dancing, so it might be correlated to the ability of dancing. You're right. But I am terrible at dancing. That doesn't mean that I don't attempt to, because give me a few drinks and I'm in the dance floor, man. At that point, I'm having way too much fun to care what anybody says. I'm just gonna like groove to the music here. You wanna hop on and join me? By all means. But otherwise, I'm just gonna be vibing to the jam. No? I've seen it, yeah, man. I would just like jam to the music. I mean, I don't care like if it makes sense or not. I'm like, listen, right now, your opinion, could care less. Could care less, bro. Like, I'm not afraid to make a fool of myself, you know? Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be like, oh man, it was so fun. And you're gonna be like, oh my god, this guy, blah blah, blah. And you know, still you're talking about me, so I won. I'm in your lips and you're not on mine, so it's like I won. Not that it's a competition, but you know. Like, listen, you're talking about me while I don't even remember you, so take that as you will. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Like when I went to freaking Webster Hall one time. It was with Cheeky, a friend of mine from Cheeky. I know you know who he is, but you know, for the uninitiated that may watch the video later. So a friend of mine that we named him Cheeky. We went to Webster Hall. I used to go to Webster Hall way too often when I was younger in the city. And we went to Webster Hall and they were having a strip contest. Guess who was on stage? Right here. I was there stripping it away. I made a fool of myself, but on the way to the stage, waiting for my turn to go on the stage, I was making out with a hot girl, you know? So I was like, you know what? You laughed at me on stage, but behind the scenes, I was having a blast, and I was, you know, it was good. It was good. Good times. So, you know, sometimes it's worth making a fool of yourself because you get other rewards from it, you know? Even if you don't get rewards, the reward should be like you had fun. That's how I saw it. I was like, fuck it, let's go. Cause I was like, alright guys, we're about to start the strip contest, but we need one more. Who wants to come up here? And I was like, me. And I went there. And I got down to my undies on stage. Doing my best to try to look not that dumb, but you know, I'm pretty sure it was a laugh for people. But hey, if I made you laugh, it's good on me. Good for me. It was a fun time, man. It was fun in a bun. Yeah, man. In a country, there's a saying, that says lo bailado, lo comido, no te lo quita nadie. That means like, you know, what you ate and what you danced, nobody's gonna take that away from you. So go for it. Because it's cool to have to be part of the reason why people have fun in a party, you know, like whether they're laughing at you because they think that you're funny or because you made a fool of yourself and they still are laughing at you. I don't take that personally, you know. But like, hey, like, you know, like now when they tell the story, they're like, oh man, this guy, well, let me tell you, this guy, ah ha ha, you know. And they're like, oh hey, what up? You're the guy, right? Yeah, I am. What's up? I am that guy. It's this place that's like kind of like screwing me over, man. This middle part, like that, this here. Because I want to make it darker, but I'm not comfortable getting that dark yet, so. Yeah, man. Because, you know, it's like, hey, eventually people like, you know, they start off like laughing at you, right? Like, ah ha ha, but eventually like, yo, who's that dude that you keep talking about? Like, even though like their purpose probably was to make fun of you while they're telling the story, but like people are like, yo, that sounds like fun. Who's that dude? Like I would get to parties too, and again, not to toot my own horn, but I would get to parties like, oh, you're, wow, what up, man, welcome. Like, yup, I like your boy, you know. But yeah, I'm like hesitant to go darker in this area, but I need to go darker so I can push the damn thing in. You look very soft. I don't know how to add texture yet with this, so we're gonna have to like play around and see what we can add, how we add texture, because I don't know how to add texture. That's what's like holding me back right now. The texturing. Oof, no. Because I have to go darker, you know? I'm gonna have to like find somebody that can give me some profesh feedback on this kind of like art style, like digital art. Because I don't know. I don't know what I've been told. I don't know if that's not there. But, you know, I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna push it to the limit. Limit. You know what? I think so. One time I went to a party with my friend, and I didn't know anybody at the house, you know, but it was a house party. And I was like, "Oh, you know what? Watch. At the end of the night, everybody's gonna love me." I was like, "What? Sure, watch." I didn't know. I was just being facetious, you know, kind of like wishful thinking. But then it happened. People just like enjoyed my company, and then I went back to that house party, and I was too wasted to remember many people. I was like, "Oh shit, you're back! What up, man?" I was like, "Oh hey, person I don't remember, but you obviously know who I am," because I was pretty inebriated that night. But I'm a good drunk, so I left a good impression, and then they recognized me, and I was like, "Oh man, my bad, dude. I don't remember you. I was very inebriated that night." It's like, "Nah, man, it's cool. You were cool, man." I was like, "Thanks." But you know, that's happened to me. Push it to the limit. Yeah, man. It's as long as you have a good heart, man. I think it's just having a good heart. If you have a good heart and you're not full of yourself, more often than not, people like you. Even though it might sound like we're full of ourselves now, but it's just retelling stories, you know, like things that happen. So sometimes things may sound like you're bragging, but that's literally what happened, you know. I mean, what else are you going to say? This is how it went down. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. You know, I was at the party, people actually liked me, and I didn't remember because I was fucked up. But beyond that, you know. No, I don't like it. I don't like it at all, at all. I'm telling you, I'm having problems with the damn darkening of your damn bridge. Yeah, no. When keeping it real goes wrong. That was a good sketch, man. Dave Chapelcito. Dave Chapelcito. But I never made a fool of myself for anybody's sake, though, you know? I made a fool of myself for my own sake. I wasn't trying to cater to anybody. I wasn't trying to impress anybody. I just did it because I thought it was fun. Why can I get this right? Why? That's my question. Why? What am I doing wrong? Somebody else out there looking at this, either while live or otherwise, please let me know what I'm doing wrong. Hook it up, you know, with the knowledge. Let me know, like, yo, this is what you did wrong. I was like, oh, thanks, dude, thanks, or do that. I mean, when I use dude, I use it interchangeably, you know. I don't mean guy or girl. It's either or. I think that dude is one of those words that applies to everybody right now. Kind of like guys. When you say, hey guys, what's up? Like when I hang out with Jeanette and Catherine, I go, hey guys. And they're not guys. But you know, guy, the term guy came from Guy Fawkes. So when people were supporters of his cause, they were called guys. But guy, the word guy itself was never meant to have a gender specific meaning. Look it up. Look it up. I'm not kidding. Guy is not a gender specific word. It was legitimately to label people that were of the same ilk as Guy Fawkes. That's knowledge. Yeah, we're gonna move away from the face because I'm like way too obsessed with trying to get it right, and I'm not gonna do it now. So let's work on other aspects of the logo. You know, because they still have to get done. So might as well. And this one's way too close to that, so let's move it out. Geisis. She's good, man. She's good. She is good, but we just found out, like we figured it out eventually, because we're getting her off the opiates with more natural means of pain control, and it's working. It's definitely working. She's still not in pain, but we've forgot about withdrawal symptoms, you know, because she's been so dependent on opiates for years now. So even she doesn't know. She's like, oh damn, I'm feeling this type of way. I'm wondering, why are you feeling this type of way? So yesterday I was looking up withdrawal symptoms from opiates. I was like, oh, damn, everything she's saying, it's a withdrawal symptom. So we called my uncle, who's a doctor, and he's like, all right, just give her once a day. Still give her the alternative, but just give her once a day the opiate so her body can kind of like slowly wean off it, because she was definitely having some withdrawal symptoms. So if anybody out there has a family member that's transitioning from opiates to more natural alternatives, there will be some withdrawal symptoms. But she's good, man. She's good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, man. Opiates, man. They're rough, and they're rough while you're taking them. Like your body just becomes a shit show, because you know they're not meant to be there, at least not for that long. And she had been taking opiates for years now, so when we figured it out, it's like, oh damn. Oh man, yeah, the red scarf for real. She had a red scarf. She's gonna give me like a little sheen here and there. Because in general, the whole style of this illustration is not to be realistic. It's just to give it like a little flair, you know. Like I said, I like to do cartoony stuff, so this was what I'm headed towards with this drawing. So, but I do want to have like highlights and proper shadows so I can have a believable look to it. But it's not. I'm not going for realism. You know, I'm not that artist. I do like very stylized art. Some people say I have a style. I don't know what my style is, to be honest, but you know, it be what it be. Yeah. All right. Yo, what up? How's it going? Chillin'. Chillin' like a villain. Squeegee. Let's keep going here. Let's kind of blend this better here. Blend it out. Let's blend it out. Is Megan still at the hotel, Leche? I miss Megan. I think I have her on Facebook. I'm gonna have to like hit her up like, yo, what up, Megan? Megan. I used to like sing songs her name every time she would come to work. Megan. She was cool peeps, man. Megan was cool peeps. One of the coolest peeps. Last year? Oh, okay. So until recently. Good for her, man. If she's moving on to something else, good for her. You know? Megan Bobene, banana fana for Fagan, FIFA for Megan. Megan. Haha. Oh boy. Oh, that's cute though. She has a little kid, a baby, a little baby. Yo, what's up? There you go, Adam West. Now you're like fully colored in. You're not just a blob of like gray. I hope you're okay with me having used Batman as the one toy that you're actually holding out. It was based on the fact that you like it, and also because I'm biased towards Batman, so. Yeah, man. Whenever I speak about somebody, it's mainly only based on like my interactions with them. So I don't take away from anybody else's interaction with those people. But as far as like I'm concerned, they were cool with me. So nice. Because, you know, I'm in Batman. Then Adam West, you know? I'm still gonna give you that beard because you look way too clean, way too baby face. We're gonna either give you like a full-on beard or something like, not full-on beard, but like right? Batman is one of those things that I'm never gonna not like. Which is why I'm more of a DC guy than Marvel, just because Batman has been my favorite hero for life. I love Batman. Batman. B-Man. I love the B-Man. I love the Joker. I like the whole entire like universe of B-Man. Right, B-Man? Yeah, same sees. Batman is like my guy, you know. All right, I'm gonna make another layer just so I can not mess up your face, but I'm gonna start giving you like some little bit of like a little bit of Is there an ink one? No. Wet blender? No, I don't want a wet blender. Chalk maybe? Mm-hmm. We're gonna give you little stubbles. You know, just kind of give you a little manhood. Because you're pretty baby face right now. So let's give you some stubbles. And I'm using chalk because chalk is gonna give you like a more defined texture. And see, it's like kind of easy to make it look like a 5 o'clock shadow. You know what we can do, and I'm gonna try it right now. I'm actually gonna try to like ink this. So if I can ink it and then make it look like an illustration, I think it's gonna like make it pop. Make it pop. And you know, I like a fact, like a little, like what I remember about Megan too is that she was the only person that ever asked me for to borrow a quantum mechanics book. I was like, whoa, Megan, what is up? Yeah, villains are dope, man. Alright, so make it pop. Yeah, we're gonna outline it. Maybe that's what it's missing. Maybe I should have to like fall and lean onto my illustrator self, you know. Let's heavily lean onto illustration and give it some ink work. Do we have an inker? Do we have an inker here? Indian ink. What do you know? We have an Indian ink. Huh? Let me see. Whoa. Okay. Let's ink Leche then. Oh man, Leche, be ready. Oh no, this is not good. Oh no. How about you? What are you? Oof. Maybe. Oh, maybe. Well, hold on. Let me see it 100% because I'm looking at it like. No. I don't like this inker. What is this? Dry gouache? Wow, they have gouache too? Oh my goodness. What is this? What? No way. Oh, this is dope. What? Oil paint flat brush? Whoa. Oil paint flat brush? What? No, but still not like the one I want. Realistic? Tapered watercolor? Man, see what happens when you don't know about the world of your drawing? I mean, you're out of your software. My software. Alright, but we still have to like figure out what we're gonna do with like an inker. This is watercolor. I don't want watercolor. I want ink. But this Indian ink does not. It's not like doing it for me. Oh wait, never mind. I'll take it back. Take it back. I have to put like a lot of pressure for it to be nice. I don't know if I can do it. I can pull it off because I'm bad at inking. I'm mucho bad at inking. I mean, not in general. I love inking, but in retail, in retail, in digital art, I'm not good at having steady hands. Oh. But I feel like that's what's missing from my point of view. Like as an inking kind of guy, like an ink-driven artist, I think that's what is missing in order for me to fully understand, I mean, fully appreciate it and be okay with it. Where's the smoothing? Where is smoothing? Stabilization. Let's put a little bit more, like 5. Yeah, 5 stabilization. I think is good. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. You know, using some eyeliner. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like that brush. Oh man, I think we're gonna have to like finish here, like the coloring, and then go bit brush ASCII. Why? And then go to Photoshop. Caution, keep out. I love that. Hey, shh. Caution, keep. Caution. Caution. Very like avant-garde. This is gonna be our your logo. There you go. Caution, keep out. Kind of says something, you know. Kind of wants to say something about it. Hey, shh, shh, shh. All right, enough. I like to play around with that, you know. But let me get a proper. Yeah, man, it's true. It be true. You know, it can be true. Could fly if I wanted to. You know what? Let's go use the pen. I mean, why are we in the brush area? Perfect. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. It's like a legitimate pen, and I was like messing around with brushes. Oh yes. Oh. 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 Are you in Chemical Romance now, Leche? Is that what you're doing? You're part of My Chemical Romance? Alright, let's go. I think we got it. I think we we have arrived at the brush that we need. I mean, there's other other brush pens here, so. Real G pen. No, that's gross. I mean, I'm looking at it to 100%. Let's go 100% so we can be accurate in our judgment, you know? Yeah, right? I used to wear very lightly sometimes here, but not in school. Like I would wear the bottom. And only for a couple of times, because I like how I looked. Maybe that's gonna be my look when like we got out of like pandemic status and I start going in public again. Maybe like start wearing like the eyeliner on the bottom. Yeah, man, that would be cool, man. Yeah, I saw that your concert got canceled. All right, let's begin. It does, man. It does. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I was like, when I was younger, I was like, oh man, this is kind of cool. I only used it like a handful of times, and not at school, like at home. And I was like, ooh, me like how I look. When we're back out of this, I may make the eyeliner part of my persona. Like, so in art shows, I'll be wearing like rocking the eyeliner. I think so. Oh, open the door, says my sister. Oh man. This is gonna be some learning right here. Nope. Yes. Nope. I mean, this is all in another layer, so we can mess around with it. So it's fine. It's fine. We're wiki. You know? No, man. No. Alright. Yeah, yeah. No. Yeah, no. No, no. Nah. Oof. Ugh. There you go. Coño. Make it clap. Nope. I hate it. See, like literally, I just told you what I have. Like, you know, yeah, but I still want this. Yeah, like, bro. What did you not understand about what I just said? Oh. Clip to Studio Paint Pro, man, coming through with their inking. Can I have a double bedroom? No, ma'am. They're all sold out. Yeah, I need a double bed. Ma'am. What did you say? What did you say? Or the watchtower rate people. Oh my god. This is outrageous. Sir, you're paying like less than half. Cut the shit out. I want to make a Patreon. I just don't know that people want me to make a Patreon. I don't have enough of a following to justify a Patreon. I don't think. Like, I would do it. I thought about it. I have one. It's just not active. And I'm like, I did my Patreon when you used to get more out of the commission. Yeah, oh my goodness, freaking whatchamacallit, watchtower people. Like, eventually, when I hopefully get a bigger audience, I'll totally do a Patreon. Because trust me, I do enough drawings to just send away to people. Like, I gave my Twitch friends pieces that they were part of. So I told them, hey, if you guys want to have one, let me know which one. I'm going to send it to you. So I have to send one to my friend Eldar and Energy. I like to call them friends, stream friends. But yeah. I mean, Patreon is good, but before you used to get like 70 cents on the dollar, and then they made it less than 70 cents. But the people that had 70 cents already on their account, like they made them during that time, you still get grandfathered in. So I made mine before, you know, during that time. So I get the 70 cents on the dollar. So it's all gravy for me. I just haven't had anybody wanting me to make a Patreon. I mean, people have mentioned it, but not like, oh man, this like line work literally is making you look more sexy. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely sexifying you. And that might be because I am a sucker for ink, so. Yeah, yep. Like, if you're gonna talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk, man. Like Anthony, the one that the person I was here for, they do Patreon. They do like pretty cool stuff, man. Like they have like these watercolor sketches that he sends out. Well, they send out. Sorry, keep forgetting. Nah, man. I mean, I've done the bare minimum. All I did was extend a hand, you know. And trust me, as you grow, people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's like cool art." I hope, and then be like, "Oh, where you get it?" And then, bam, guess who it is? Myself. So believe you me, it comes around whether I like it or not. It'll come around. So fret not, my friend. This is just because I care for you, man. Like I told you before, I want to see you succeed. So if I can help you in any way achieve that, I'm gonna. I'm sorry that it's taken this long, but you know. Well, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Right? The line work is kind of coming out dope. I'm not gonna lie. We can make Batman look doper too now. I mean, I'm an illustrator at heart, so my painting skills are very, very minimal. But if you give me ink, I can make it look spiff. Ergo, now, you know. Them inks are coming through. But I like that we started off with like a painterly feel, because the way it gave me like confidence, you know. I boosted my own ego, and I was like, oh shit, this is looking type of dope. Yes, son. Some kind of wonderful, yeah. Yeah, we'll keep on going here. Wait, I need a bigger brush, so you can kind of like fix these lines, you know, make them richer. Your ears might have had to be a bit longer, but you know what? Who cares? Who cares? I hope you don't care, because I don't care. But your ears should have been a bit lower. Not, yeah, a little lower. Like we can move it, but screw that. You look like that. You look like that. Not bigger. Just this should have been moved down. So like the whole thing down. But it be what it be, you know. We live and learn. I'm not gonna stress over it. It looks good. I like the look so far. It's looking better than I thought, to be honest. Nope. Bum ba dum ba dum bum. Once again, if anybody likes the music that's being played, it's all part of Harris Heller's soundtrack. If you search for Stream Beats anywhere, it should come up, or just search for his name, Harris Heller. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. It's kind of giving you more like a comic book feel too, which I'm all for. No? Oh. Let the beat drop. No, no beat drops. Fine, no beat drop. -1 point for no beat drop. You know what you remind me of now? Oh yeah, Scanner Darkly or Archer. I was like, hey, is Leche the new Archer? Now we know. Leche is the new Archer now. No, we need pen. I guess so. I'll practice painting, like more painterly stuff, but is that yeah, your Archer is it. Now we know. Me too, man. I've seen only a handful of episodes of that show, but I like his character, man. Also, season 1 a while back, so I don't remember much of it, but it's a fun show. It's mucho entretenido, you know? You know what's cool about like drawing here like this is it still retains like the human imperfection. Human imperfection, it's what gives things a natural feel. You know? So like the artist Brute, I don't know his exact name, but his label is Brute, B-R-U-T-E, all in caps. And he used to make the cover art for what you call it, for the band MDFMK or KMFDM, both of them. And he used to do it all in by hand, like with inks and whatnot. So then when he moved on to doing digital art, he started using Adobe Illustrator and for the vector images, and they came out good. But then his agent said, like, you know, this looks too clean. People didn't like your art because it was clean. They liked the whole like handmade feel of it. So he's like, oh shit, for real? Yep. So then he had to purposefully make it less perfect, because there's something about like the human imperfection that gives you this more relatable look, you know? So sometimes having perfect things is not what you want. Like I could have made this with vector graphics and it would have looked way too clean, and probably people would have liked it, but I'm not that kind of guy, you know? Who would have thought, man, that all we needed was ink? Wicked. And let's just look at all sorts of sexy now. Let's look at it 100%. Yeah, look at that. And it only took us, what, 3 hours to get here? That's not bad. Now you know. And knowing's half the battle. I wanna go have to cash in on the advice though that Skull Bash said he was gonna give me, like, oh, I can give you more advice on your work if you want. I was like, yes please. Give me that advice. I'm gonna have to hit him up like, hey. Well, feedback. He was gonna give me feedback. I'm forever seeking feedback, you know? Yo, I'm loving this. Loving this. Loving this. And we can do like this little cross hashes. What? No. Because like now it's like I feel like I'm going back. I came back home, you know. Like I started doing ink and I was like, oh, I'm back home. Because I'm not a painter, so painting very like foreign to me. As you can see, we still kind of made a pretty good job at like making skin tones and whatnot. But my forte is not paint. My forte is Inkay. And this ink is coming out dope. With the dopeness. With great dopeness comes great responsibility. Maybe, sir, maybe. But I will still be dope. Bum bum bum. Wake up. You know, you have to do a wiki every now and then. Otherwise, what's the point? What's the point if we can't do a wiki? You got to have it. You got to have the wikiness. If you haven't done the wikiness, then you're missing out. You don't know. You don't know. You're missing out. You don't know. I think it's part of like the pros of doing digital art. You can do wiki with your page. Yeah, son. And I like this kind of like, huh? Look, that Batman has like one eye bigger than the other. Kind of what? You know? What you say? What you say? I didn't stutter. You know? I'm getting all hood on us, you know? What you say about my mama? No, that's gross. Let's not get gross. Gross line, no. And I didn't know that I had this option of like ink. Because again, I'm like new to this whole program. I'm learning on the job, if you will. Yeah. There you go. Let's give him some pecs line. Doing it like and intensify the peckness. Here we're gonna do like more shading, so we're gonna have to like add some stuff. And then kind of like yeah. And then here. Yeah. Some cross hashiness, you know, cross hashiness works out fine. I mean, I could have done probably like a solid black in certain areas, but no, I'm not that comfortable yet, you know. So we're gonna keep it a little cross hatchy. Man, this logo took a turn for the better in a slickety split second, you know. Yeah, man, I like that. So yeah, I like that whole like you were hanging out with us, like kind of like candid feel. I like it, and it works. It works. It felt natural in the video that you did. So I'd say go for it. But that's what I think. All right, so El Lechero is looking hot now. Yeah, we're still gonna have to like touch up some lines, you know, add some weight to them, because line weight is paramount, ladies and gents. Line weight you want to have. Because line weight also helps you separate things in space, you know. Show. Yeah. And it worked, man. Like I said, for me, it worked. So at least you got my vote on that. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Oh man, this took a whole new quality to it. You know? Like we sexified you up a little bit just by sheer fact of adding lines. Yeah, right? I'm like, hmm. You see now I'm just adding some weight to the line. Because line weight, it's like I said, it's paramount for drawings. Line weights can help you set distance between shapes. Like see now, darkening this over here and making this little like corner here, it makes it so that it looks like the mouth is overlapping the teeth. I'm still digging the no teeth kind of like look to it, so I'm not gonna add teeth to it. Like maybe like little like indentations here, so it looks like you have teeth, but we're not gonna like full on draw teeth. You know? Because sometimes you just have to hint. A little hint there and there, and then bam, it's enough. Right? I don't know if I'm gonna give you like luscious eyelashes, but I think we need to have eyelash implementation. Otherwise, and if we have to erase it, it's all a different layer, so we can kind of go in here and then clean up stuff, you know? Yeah. In this case, I had to use a different layer, otherwise, because I wasn't sure. So if I'm not sure about something, but it doesn't. Okay, so if it wasn't because it's made for somebody else, I would have just tried it out, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. But since I'm working on this with the intent of finishing it, I couldn't just gamble away, you know? I have to like make sure that I have a safety net. That safety net was another layer. But the painting was all done in one layer, so there's still some merit to that, you know? Alright, let's outline the hat, because we need the hat to be outlined. And then the outlines are gonna give it more texture too. I'm telling you, I'm home. When I do stuff with ink, it's like, oof, I'm home. You know. You know, it's just like kind of like, all right. Like I still make mistakes, obviously, because people make mistakes regardless. But I know my way around ink. I'm pretty well versed in ink and its usage. So it gives me more like a comforting feeling to try new stuff or try it just like go with stuff. Cause like, you know what, I know what I'm doing. But like with the painting, when I was painting, trying to give you more depth into your eyes. I was like, ooh, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if it's gonna work. You know. Oh, you have terrible lines. Terrible. There you go. Hey. No. Damn. Even though it might not be geared towards kids, because my channel is not geared towards kids, but you know, this kind of like look came to be because since it is toy box, I wanted to make it look like more like a toy label, and that's what guided my thought process when making this logo. I'm not entirely sure if I achieved it all that well, but that's what guided me to it. Sometimes it's not about like whether or not you achieve what your intentions were at the beginning, but it's so you can have a guiding factor, like what's gonna guide your design. And then my guidance was toy boxes, kind of kid friendly, even though you don't have to be kid friendly. Because toy collection now, it's a business on its own, and it's made up of us, older people now. Kids still play with toys. They just buy with toys. Not even their kids don't even play with toys anymore. Like what am I saying? They play with video games now. So I feel like most people that buy collectibles are our age. And we're not going to make this any more like it than it should be, because we're not trying to plagiarize the logo. We're just kind of trying to make it look similar too, so it's identifiable enough that you know that what it was made from. But I don't want to be like, oh, but that's exactly that. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. You know it. I know it. It's not. What? Que si que loco. It was frio when I went out with my dog. So when it was going down. So I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, man, that's a plus of having cats, man. You don't gotta walk. They're pretty self-reliant, Alright, let's see what else. Obviously, we have to work on them eyes. But yeah. And let's look at some of these lines that need to have a retouch done. Just because. To make him more smoothy woody. And again, to add that weight on the bottom. So the line weight has to be heavier on lines that are either close to you or under something, or if you want to call attention to a specific thing. So the line weight is definitely going to help you out with all of these parameters. So that's why you have to keep an eye on when you draw with lines. Oh yeah. Oh man, not looking too bad, man. Not looking too bad. Let me just move stuff around though. Nope. What are you doing? Everything together to the middle. Yeah. Select. Looking good, man. Looking good. I like it. I hope you like it too. We're getting there, That's 100%. Oh yeah. So let's keep going with them lines. But yeah, lines will help you define shapes very much, and even the placement on the world. That's what I'm saying. These little Oh no, thank you, man. Thanks for being patient with me as well, because This has been overdue for a while now, so I thank you for being patient. Else, yeah. So now, what do we do? What do we do? We're gonna do some. Yeah, thanks, maintenance guy. Thanks for accrediting my work, man. Well, not accrediting my work, but like validating my work. Yeah. All right, let's not keep them all locked up because otherwise they're gonna be like obnoxious to then figure out. Hopefully it has like more like a pseudo comic book look, which also plays to your strength because you're a comic book person as well. So you know. Yeah. Now I'm treating it as I would a regular illustration when I do inks. So I'm putting in some like little tidbits of like, see, I'm gonna take this out first because this is not cool. This is not cool. Yeah, so now let's go back to the pen. And then we're gonna add some shading here. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, you know, but we're gonna try it out. But the thing about trying stuff out is you have to see it through, because if you like, oh man, it looks nasty now, but it does look nasty now because it's just half of it. But if you add it to the entire thing and try to achieve what you're trying to achieve, it'll look better and better, you know. So let's see. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. At least we tried. No. Luckily, this program has a lot of undos. Hold on. No. Redo that. So now I do need to have this here. Train. There you go. Hey. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, no. I still have to put some of that, but not that way. Just because we have to make sure the damn thing here, and maybe I have to take some of the eyelashes out. No, I don't know. Let's put some eyelashes here, because maybe because I don't have enough eyelashes. That looks kind of funky. But let's give you some eyelashes on this one too. Sure. Let's do the eyeballs. So we're gonna go from like a kind of comic feel eyeball. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Take your time. Thanks for being here all this time. All right, so now we're kind of like not comic vibe, but you know, like kind of like the iris has to be connected to the shadow. There you go. So now we have to like give him like eyelids. A little bit of this. Some very light shading over here. Some very light shading over there. Yes. Same thing here. No, maybe let's give him some little more of this, you know, more of this. No? No. Nope. One more. Yeah, there you go. since I already did that this cross hatching on the bottom, I have to kind of like implement it on the top too somehow. But the problem with cross hatching is that it can very much dirty up your face. So I have to be careful with how I add cross hatching to the face, so that I don't make it look like a big mess. You know? Like a big dirty mess. Luckily, this tablet is pretty good with the pressure sensitivity, so I can do these very light cross-hatching things. But it has to be consistent, you know. You have to kind of like make sure that the style that you have started, you have to commit to it. So we have to make sure that everything has a little bit of cross-hatching. You know? So, yeah. And then kind of here a little bit on the bottom, just so we can kind of like make it so that it is part of the environment. You know, it's also being affected by light. So, we just apply it a little bit in the middle and in the bottom, so it kind of like gives you a sense of like contact shadow. You know? And this is further back, so we're gonna further back. Here, I have to make sure that I finish this right here. Because comic books, they have like that solid black for shadows, but I'm not good at that yet. So I have to get better at like identifying where the darkest parts are gonna be. Because again, like in comic books, you have like a very defined shadows, like they're solid black areas. But I'm not good at that yet, so I'm not. And what I mean I'm not good at it is like I'm not confident enough to just black out black, you know. Block out black. That's what I mean. Block out black. Not black out black out. Not black out black. That would be kind of redundant, you know. And so Adam West needs some bit of shadow here, so we can kind of define the shape of the face. There you go. So here also. I mean, this parts I can kind of do a bit better, but even then they're very questionable. But it works. There you go. Here we're also gonna, well, first of all, no, you might not. Yeah, is this one? Yeah, this one. So we're there. I'm just gonna thicken up this line. So I was gonna delete some of the excess paint that it comes out to the bottom, but I figured, I think like just making the line thicker works better. It needs some heft anyway, so remember, like closer to you and underneath something, you do need some thicker lines. This one, we're gonna do a little bit more here, like this. And over here too, like this. Bam. And over here. I don't think I have it. I'm not sure if anybody has subscribed to the channel as they're watching this stream, but I don't have notifications on, so I don't know. I don't know if you did or not, or if anybody has. But if you did, thank you. I should have more stuff done soon. Like, you know, notifications and like whatnot. So I'm going to slowly transition to more YouTube now. So every week we're going to do one of these. Next week we're going to talk about Castlevania. Specifically Circle of the Moon, just because Circle of the Moon is dope. But, you know. Castlevania Circle of the Moon is one of my favorites. No, this one. Okay, so now we're going to add these underneath the hat to accentuate that overlapping shadow, because you know the visor comes out, and then we have to do something here too. But you know, one step at a time. One Saturday morning. I didn't watch that One Saturday Morning kind of thing that much, but my sister or my brother, I don't know. The point is that it was on my TV. So One Saturday Morning, it's still in my head. I think it was my sister. Yeah. Yeah, you know? There you go. Yeah, there you go. So adding just like a little bit of like texture to the face. And fixing these lines, making it more purposeful because they look very like ghostly. So it's like, well, here we're gonna do also cross hatching like this, but kind of following a bit more of the contour of the hat. And since it is fabric, it's not gonna be like all even, you know. That's why we have to have like this little like indentations of the line work. So you know, it kind of starts from thick, thin to thick, and you kind of go around it like that. No, there you go. Go higher up. There you go. I never flipped this image, so I should have flipped it to make sure that everything was copacetic, but what else, you know? There you go. There you go. Rotate. So let's put it back down, let's zoom it out, let's move it, and let's just kind of like start. Sometimes you have to see the whole picture to see where you're lacking some details. Excuse me if I burped, I'm sorry. I like this drawing a lot. I like it. I like it a lot. Whoa, 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 what was that? What was that? Sometimes like I start doing a line and I then unwillingly commit to that line and I know it's wrong. That's what happened there. I knew it was wrong, but it's just I kept on doing it. I was like, wait, no, stop. But I do that. I does that. Here we can do like this line. See the little like curvature here kind of helps make it seem like it's closer to the bottom, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but it makes it look better. Using contact shadows, they're going to be pretty much black, so you have to make sure that you make stuff black when it needs to be black. And only because we're drawing with black, otherwise I would also advise to not go full black right away. Like never go to the extreme, because you have to give yourself some leeway to like move around the values. You don't want to go straight black and then like, how are you gonna make shadows, you know? So not straight black right away. Always kind of like build up from a very light tone. So all the light tones kind of get layered on top of each other, and then the more you layer them on top of each other, they automatically become darker. So you know. And it's not perfect by any means, but it serves its purpose, you know. I think I'm gonna have to do some highlights now. We're gonna do very harsh lighting. So, oh, that's why. So we have to make it much lighter, not so saturated. And then see, we do this kind of like solid shapes for the highlight. That's what I mean, harsh lighting. So just to go along with the type of like line work that we did. And it takes some time to like figure out where you're gonna put your highlights too, you know, or how you're gonna put your highlights. I'm gonna go with like a cross-hatchy kind of highlights. Sure. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it. Hold on. Right to and because on the keyboard, if you press and hold Control Z or Command Z to undo, it just goes all throughout it. If you do it on the tablet, you have to press constantly Control Z, well, the undo hotkey that you have. But if you do it the other way, I think I'm just gonna go with it light. Yeah, too much. There you go. Very softly, very softly. Because highlights, they're like, usually they're less is more, you know, you shouldn't overdo the highlights. All the highlights are just like very seldomly used. So you have to kind of like find the happy medium. Just enough to give it like a little like sheen to his cheeks. Sometimes when they're harder surfaces are like more rigid angles, you can put a bit higher intensity on them. But overall, in general, you don't want to go too bright, too much, you know. Especially depending on what kind of what type of surface you're putting it on and the type of color. So now I have to definitely desaturate it a lot more, but keep it on the brighter side for Batman, you know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just because it's like the cowl, it's kind of like made out of like leathery, so you can get away with putting like these harder lights on it, you know. All right, there you go. More desaturated, and then we're gonna do. There you go, man. Oh man, I'm telling you, if I chuckle at my drawing, I think I'm doing good, you know? So whether or not you guys agree, I think I'm doing good. I think I'm doing good. It looks very comic-y-ish. Nope. Let's fix this color. This color has to be a little bit more lighter and less saturated. But no, we have to go to the paint layer, go back to our brushy brush, the dense watercolor brush. We're gonna zoom in one more time, and just to brighten up this thing and bring it away from the skin tone, you know. Same thing for the eyes. You know, for the eye color itself, I think I'm gonna put a little bit of brown, but not too. A bit darker than that, maybe. Actually, hey, that's kind of good. Maybe a little dark, a little darker. So we're more. If we were all marooned again. I don't know why marooned again came out to my head, but yeah, much better, much better. Bum 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 bum. So now we're gonna just touch up a bit of the shadows, you know. to help this contrast going on. Maybe I'm overdoing it. Hold on, let me just look at it from afar. Maybe I'm overdoing it, maybe. I'm not stopping, I don't know why. That's what I mean, sometimes like I commit to stuff, I'm like, wait, no, are we sure? Yeah, alright, cool. No, I actually kind of look better with the shadow, but maybe I have to apply it less strongly, like a lot more like gradient, like, you know? So just kind of like focus more on the edges, not so much on the inside of it. And here maybe. And then we're gonna go with the transparent water brush, so we can smooth it out. Because the transparent water brush will still apply the same tone, it's just going to be a lot lighter. And it'll also help you move picking around. Yeah, see, it still gets darker here. Yeah, maybe not that dark. Maybe that dark, but not that thick, you know, not that wide. Maybe not at all. No, yeah, it does need a little bit more. Here. To kind of like accentuate the lighting. Same thing here, so these are just final touch-ups, you know. And then we kind of like move it around, make it a bit bigger, because if you have it like small, it'll give you more of a hard light. Even though it's a transparent brush, like, but still, it eventually makes it look harsh. Oh yeah, and so you have to be careful also because here I started going in there, so it'll take the color from there. So now for these parts right here, we need to get a bit darker. Just so you can have, whoa. So we can have the color red. Wait, need dense color, watercolor. Yeah, see, there you go. Because you couldn't have been flat either, you know, like a flat color note. We need to have like some degradation, like some slow darkening of the same color, just to help emphasize the light direction and like which way is it facing, you know. Not too much, like just a little bit, so it can give you like a little bit of discoloration. Because nothing should be like perfectly that color, you know. That's just not how that works. No matter what you're looking at in life, it's not purely one color. It has some subtleties of other colors. So, you know. And even though I did like the cross hatching, I still have to like kind of like help it with actual color. No, I don't want to dirty it, because see, if you go here, it starts picking up the red. And then you don't want that. You don't want to pick up the other color if you don't have to. You got a very subtle change in value. It helps with the with the arrangement of stuff. Like underneath this, it's got to be darker because there's a shadow from the bow tie. And I try to do that with the cross hatching, but it helps it more if you add a gradient of color. Same thing here. The only thing I have to keep in mind is that all of the paint work was done on a single layer. So I have to make sure that I'm be careful around other colors, otherwise it'll contaminate you know, cross contamination with colors. So just to keep an eye out for that. I mean, you should always be conscious of how your work is laid out. I'm darkening the back here just because it's kind of like underneath the head a little bit. You know? And then we can go back with it again and just kind of like mush it together, you know? To make it look more natural. There you go. I personally like it, not gonna lie. I personally like this very much. As far as like my attempts to make digital painting goes, this is one of my best attempts so far, so. May not be the best, but it's definitely one of the best. This is one of the better digital renditions. Oh, coño. One of the better digital renditions I've done of any kind of like digital work. That is not pixel art, because I love pixel art. Pixel art I'm a lot more comfortable with. I understand the philosophy behind pixel art more than I understand the ins and outs of painting. Yeah? Because painting is a whole different beast compared to anything else. But I feel like if you have a good knowledge of like values in general, painting is not too hard. Like knowing your values is always important. Like not like moral values, although those are important too, but like value, like color, like light values. You know? Like this shading right now is going to help the contour of the actual hat. And now we have to put it much lighter to kind of like give it like a highlight. That's why I didn't go also pure white on the hat, because then what would I use to do highlight, you know? That's why you should never do extremes. Always start off with mid-tones and then move in either to the white or the black gradually. But that way you can have yourself some room to play around with light. Because if you go pure black, then how are you going to make it have shadows if you already went pure black, you know? And you also have to be mindful of what materials you're using, because this is cloth, so it'll have highlights, but they're not going to be shiny highlights. It's just a different value in the color itself. Same thing for this one. I need to have a bit more shininess for the highlights here so they can look more natural. So it doesn't look too flat. There you go. It brings more life to the face now. And again, all my colors are on the same layer, so I have to make sure that I don't contaminate them. But I think that's it, man. I think that's it for it. What do I have to do? Hold on, what is this? I know Leche likes red, but that's why I give him a red bow tie, but I can't give him a red background, otherwise everything else kind of drowns out. Because red is too loud. Yo, red is like, whoa! Oh, what I do have to do is, and this would be the last thing that we do for this. Well, first of all, gotta erase this. You know, make sure that there's no like stuff going out. Be here. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I'm just gonna clean it up there. And yeah, that's it. So now this goes up, and that's how it looks. Now what we're gonna do, and again, this is gonna be the last thing that we do. I don't know where the vertex in the, not the vertex, the fucking, oh here, never mind, selection thing, is that what I want? I don't know, is this what I want? Whoa, oh hey, sup, no, not that, but that's cool. Not what I wanted, but that's cool. Alright, we're gonna just freehand it then. I would have liked to not freehand it, but we're gonna freehand it. Alright, is this it? Wow, look at the difference. Oh, but see now that we found love, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Alright, just cleaning the dirty edges. And again, nobody's gonna see this because it's gonna be so tiny, but I know it's there, and you should always make sure that your work looks its best, you know? Regardless of how tiny or small it is, and how big it is. If you think that it needs to be fixed, so be it, you know, because your work will speak for you when you're not around. So when I'm not there to defend myself or justify something, I did. People can just look at the work like, oh man, that's very well done. Not that it wasn't well done without me having done that, but you know, got to do it. All right, so now we're gonna do the darker, no, bigger. No, so what we're gonna do, hold on, to make it easier on myself. Nope. Nope. Yep. You know what we're gonna do actually? Well, first we're gonna do it on another layer because this is way too nice for me to mess it up now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this weird, this one, the keep out thingy, right? Just so I can use it as a basis for where the little ribbon that says Leche's toy box goes, you know. So I want it to be like, you know, like that. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't even matter because on the actual logo for YouTube, you're not gonna see the bottom. So I think it's gonna be it then. Let me save it again. I'm gonna flatten out the whole damn thing. Let me get rid of these layers, which are the sketchy parts. Get rid of them. Yes. We're gonna flatten out the whole entire thing. Bloop. Bloop. I said bloop. Can we like flatten out? God damn it, merge. And out. Alright, so that's fine. Would I make it so it looks centered? Alright, I'm gonna have to eyeball it. I'm gonna get rid of that. This. So it looks see-through, transparent. Because we need to have transparency for it. Okay, save it. Like that. No, undo. File, save as. V3. Save. Yeah, I'm gonna save that again as a V2 though. Let me see, hold on, save as. V2, save it. Yes, exit, yeah. Alright, so now let's go back to where we were. No. Yep, there you go. This gets saved again on the figure 3. Save it. Yes. Alright, so that's fine. And that's it though. This is the logo. This is Leche's toy box logo. I like it. I like it very much. But you know, let's export it as a PNG, as PNG. Or BMP, no, PNG. Yeah, Clip Art Studio Paint. Yep, so save it here. Boom. Scale combine, blah blah, sure. Scale up and down, no. Blah blah, sure. Yeah, man, whatever. Sure. Okay. No, cancel. You know what we're missing? We're missing something very simple but very important. Let's make, well, no. We're gonna use white-ish. Dude, what the hell happened there? Ew. Oh crap, yeah, let's go to the ink pen, yeah. There you go. There you go, it doesn't look dead now. You know, whatevs. So let's save it. Now let's export it. A single layer on a pinch. Leche logo, and just Leche logo because it's just the one. It's not like another version. It's just it. Yes. Okay. And yeah, that's about it for today, ma'am. Thanks to anybody who was here. Thanks for watching the video up to this point. If you're still here, I do stream Saturday, Sunday, Monday on Twitch at the same name, Vorndor, every 9 a.m. EST, 2 p.m. GMT. And over there we have a story going on called Gaia's Requiem. So if you guys want to come and check us out on Twitch, please do so. Otherwise, I'll be back on YouTube on Wednesday sometime during the day. As always, there will be saved into a VOD, so you can watch them later on. But if you want to be part of the conversation live, every Wednesday we'll have a stream at some point during the day. So until next time, I shall see you all later.